Have you ever felt like your life is an incomplete puzzle, with missing pieces waiting to reveal the full picture? What if I told you that your birth date might be one of those key pieces? Could it hold the answer to the greater purpose of your life? How many times have you asked yourself, why is this happening to me? Does my life have meaning, or am I just moving forward without direction? Perhaps the answers you are searching for are closer than you think, hidden in the exact day you were born. The truth is, nothing in your life happens by chance, least of all the moment you entered the world. God, who knows every detail about you, designated that day with a special purpose. Your birth date could be a map revealing who you are and the mission you were meant to fulfill. If you think this is mere coincidence or superstition, remember the words of Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. God planned everything. So don't go anywhere, because in the next section, we'll uncover the mysteries behind your birth date. Oh, and before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to show that you believe in the divine purpose. Let's explore these answers together and understand the unique role God has written for you. 1. Why is your birth date more important than you think? Have you ever stopped to consider why you were born on the exact day you were? It wasn't an accident, and this is the first mystery we're going to unravel together. Maybe you've never thought about it, but what if that day wasn't just a random date on the calendar? What if it was carefully chosen to mark the beginning of something unique and significant in your life? Jeremiah 1:5 offers us a powerful clue. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. God, the creator of all things, wrote your story even before you physically existed. Every detail was planned with care and love, including the exact moment you were born. Your birth date isn't just a number, it's a milestone within God's divine plan for your life. In Psalm 139:16, we find another verse that invites deep reflection. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. And this makes us ponder. If God recorded every detail of your life in his book, why would he leave out the day that marks the beginning of your journey? You are not a coincidence. You are part of something greater, an essential piece in the puzzle of the universe. Now imagine that this day was chosen to reflect your unique traits, the gifts you carry, and even the challenges that would shape who you are. Maybe today you don't see those connections, but what if God left clear signs waiting to be discovered? Could your birth date be the key to better understanding your purpose in the world? And what if I told you that beyond reflecting on your own birth date, we could investigate how it connects to historical and spiritual events? In the next section, we'll explore exactly that. How your birth date can reveal hidden purposes and surprising connections that you've yet to realize. Get ready, because we're just beginning this transformative journey. 2. What does your birth date reveal about your life mission? Did you know that your birth date can be more than just a simple number on the calendar? It may hold valuable clues about the purpose God has reserved for you. Beyond marking the beginning of your life, your birth date might be connected to historical events, spiritual milestones, and even unique traits that shape who you are. What if the day you were born revealed the mission you were called to fulfill? Consider someone born on July 4th, a day symbolizing freedom and independence in the United States. What if within them lies a natural calling to defend justice, fight for greater causes, or inspire change? This wouldn't be a coincidence, but a reflection of how God leaves signs in every detail of our lives. Why not try a practical exercise? Search online for significant events that occurred on your birthday and reflect, do they have something in common with who you are or what you feel in your heart? What if, in discovering this, you found an unexpected connection, something that has always been there but now makes more sense? Don't forget to share your discoveries in the comments. Your experience might inspire others on the same journey of self-discovery. But these signs are not only found in external events. They are also present in what you feel, in the gifts you have already identified within yourself, and in the experiences that have shaped your life. Every detail, no matter how simple it may seem, can be a piece of a larger puzzle. God never works by chance, and His message to you is everywhere, including in the date of your birth. What if I told you that the Scriptures reinforce this idea? The Bible reminds us repeatedly of the unique value of each day and how they are connected to God's divine plan. In the next section, we'll explore what the Word of God teaches about the significance of the day you were born. Stay with us, because this answer might be the piece you've been searching for to better understand your purpose. 3. The hidden biblical message about the day you were born. Did you know that the Bible reveals that every detail of our lives, including the day we were born, is part of a divine plan? Luke 12:7 reminds us of something extraordinary. God knows even the number of hairs on your head. He not only knows who you are, but deeply cares about every detail, including the exact moment of your birth. In Psalm 139:16, we find an even deeper message. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. This shows the meticulous care God took in planning your life from the very beginning. The day of your birth isn't just a mark on the calendar, but the first chapter of a story He wrote specifically for you. Now think with me. What if this day held clues about the gifts and challenges that would shape your journey? Perhaps it reveals traits of your personality, unique abilities you were called to develop, or even lessons God intends to teach you along the way. Isn't it amazing to consider that even the moment you came into the world aligns with a greater purpose? The Bible teaches us that God has a purpose in everything He does, and that includes you. But are we paying attention to the signs He gives us daily? When we begin to connect these truths to the mystery of our birth date, we realize that every detail is part of something greater. God knew everything about you, even before you existed, and that is proof of how much He values you. Now, if your birth was planned with such care, imagine what else God might be revealing through the dates in the Bible. In the next section, we'll delve into the most fascinating example of all, the birth of Jesus, and how every detail of that event reveals God's precision and love. Get ready to uncover lessons that could transform how you view your own journey. 4. The power of dates. Lessons from the birth of Jesus. Dates hold profound spiritual significance, and the birth of Jesus is the most powerful example of this. Long before His arrival, the exact time and place of His birth were prophesied. In Micah 5:2 we read, "But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel." This prophecy, made centuries earlier, not only revealed the location of His birth, but also demonstrated how God works with precision in every detail. Now pause and think. If God was so precise in planning every aspect of Jesus' birth, why would it be any different with you? He chose the date, the location, and even the circumstances to fulfill a grand purpose. Just as every detail of Christ's birth was carefully orchestrated, every moment of your life, including the day you were born, is aligned with something greater. This proves that you are part of a divine plan filled with meaning. Nothing in your life happens by chance, and everything unfolds at the right time. Christmas, celebrated on December 25th, also carries profound symbolism. Even though the exact day of Jesus' birth is unknown, this date represents something greater, divine light entering the world amidst darkness. Just as Jesus brought hope to the world, could the day of your birth also carry a unique mission? Perhaps you were called to bring your own light to the world in a unique way. Now ask yourself, what if your birth date is also a symbol of light? What if you were destined to bring something extraordinary to the world, just as Jesus brought hope and salvation? Perhaps your birth date holds clues about your mission, your gifts, and even the challenges you were meant to overcome. Every detail has a purpose, and your life bears the mark of something special that God wishes to accomplish through you. Take a moment to reflect. What could the day you were born be trying to reveal about the role God has prepared for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. It would be amazing to hear how you interpret the significance of the day that marked the beginning of your journey. Who knows, by sharing, you might inspire others to reflect on their own journeys. These spiritual lessons show us how God uses dates as signs to guide us toward our purpose. In the next section, we'll explore specific dates and their unique meanings. Who knows, your birth date might be among them. Stay with me, because the answers you're looking for might be closer than you think. 5. If you were born on these dates, there's something incredible you need to know. Some dates carry unique spiritual significance, revealing traits and special missions that may be linked to your purpose. What if the day you were born wasn't just a date on the calendar, but a divine calling waiting to be recognized? By examining these dates, we can uncover extraordinary characteristics and gifts God planned for those born on them. January 1st, marking the start of a new year, symbolizes renewal and leadership. As the year's first day, it represents transformation, renewal, and the strength to begin anew. Those born on this day often carry the gift of leading and inspiring change, paving the way for themselves and others. Do you feel this desire to be a pioneer and transform the world around you? March 3rd is associated with creativity and spiritual perception. In Exodus 3:3, Moses encounters the burning bush, awakening his divine calling. Those born on this day may have a unique sensitivity to interpreting spiritual signs and expressing creativity in remarkable ways, whether through art, innovative ideas, or transformative actions. If you were born on this day, do you feel called to create or share something special with the world? May 5th symbolizes grace and divine favor. Psalm 5:12 says, "Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield." Those born on this day often experience special protection in difficult times and radiate kindness and hope to those around them. Does your presence bring comfort and inspiration to those near you? July 7th is connected to perfection and spiritual awakening. In the Bible, the number 7 is often used to symbolize divine completeness. Those born on this day tend to be spiritual seekers, constantly striving for wisdom and a deeper connection with God. Do you feel an intense longing to understand the greater purpose of your life? Finally, September 9th represents wisdom and the fulfillment of God's plan. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Those born on this day often have a natural understanding of life's cycles and are recognized as guides or counselors. Do people often come to you for guidance or answers? These dates are not mere markers of time, they hold deep meanings. What if your birth date revealed clues you haven't explored yet? Perhaps it points to a purpose God reserved exclusively for you. Leave a comment. Were you born on one of these dates? Or do you know someone who was? We want to hear how you interpret the significance of this divine connection. In the next section, we'll explore the hidden spiritual secrets of your birth and how they can transform the way you see your journey. Stay with me, because the signs you're looking for might be closer than you think. 6. The hidden spiritual secrets of your birth. Have you ever wondered if your birth date holds messages beyond what meets the eye? What if every detail of that day was a clue left by God to help you uncover the purpose He has reserved for you? Many believe that beyond the divine plan revealed in Scripture, there are hidden layers that can be explored through numerology and astrology. While the Bible is our primary foundation, these tools can complement how we understand time and our mission. In numerology, each number carries a special symbolism. Your birth date, when summed up, can reveal hidden qualities, challenges, and potentials. For example, if the resulting number is 7, it may indicate an intense search for spiritual perfection and a deeper connection with the divine. Could the number linked to your life hold clues about the purpose God has mapped out for you? In astrology, many believe that the position of the stars at the moment of birth influences not just personality traits, but also the paths we walk. While this practice may be controversial for some, it can be seen as a way to understand the universe God created. After all, nothing in the cosmos is beyond His control, and every detail, including the stars, reflects His careful planning of each journey. What if the heavens have been pointing to something extraordinary in your life since the day you were born? Reflect on this. Your birth date is more than a simple coincidence. It is a message God wrote for you. Perhaps it's waiting to be understood in all its depth. As you explore these layers, you may begin to see connections that were once invisible, bringing greater clarity to your spiritual journey. Did these reflections resonate with you? Then subscribe to the channel now and activate the notification bell to keep receiving content like this. And don't forget to click like to support this journey of self-discovery. Your engagement is a sign that you are ready to unlock the mysteries of your divine purpose. Now take a moment to reflect. Could the answers you've been seeking be hidden in the date of your birth? Every detail of your life may be a piece of the greater puzzle God is assembling for you. What if the signs that you've been chosen are closer than you think? In the next section, we'll explore the signs that indicate you've been chosen by God. These signs could be the key to unlocking your unique and special mission. Stay with me, because every detail matters on this spiritual journey. 7. Signs that you have been chosen by God. Have you ever stopped to think that the signs God has placed in your life might be trying to tell you something? Often they appear in subtle ways, whether in situations, the gifts we possess, or even in the challenges we face, and they might hold the key to understanding the divine purpose He has reserved for you. In the Bible, we find stories of people who were called in unique ways. Moses, for example, lived in the comfort of an Egyptian palace, but felt within himself that a greater purpose was waiting for him. And you, have you ever felt this calling at some point? One of the most evident signs is the feeling of not belonging. Do you know that sensation of being out of place, as if you're different from everyone else? This could be God setting you apart, shaping you for something special. Consider this. Maybe the reason you don't fit in is that your mission is unique and no one else can fulfill it but you. Another sign is moments of divine guidance. Many people share experiences where, amidst confusion, a clear direction emerges. It could be a dream, a strong intuition, or even a series of coincidences too perfect to ignore. These are the moments when God quietly places you on the right path. Have you ever experienced something like this? If so, remember, it wasn't by chance. Additionally, the talents you possess are another crucial indicator. In the Bible, the Apostle Paul teaches that God grants each person unique gifts. Perhaps you have the ability to heal, listen attentively, or bring words that inspire others. These gifts are not random. They are tools for fulfilling your mission. Have you noticed how something that comes naturally to you can profoundly impact others? These talents are clues from God about who you are and what He wants to accomplish through you. Finally, the challenges you face are not meaningless. They are part of the preparation process. Joseph, for example, was betrayed and unjustly imprisoned before becoming a leader in Egypt. The difficulties you endure today may be shaping your faith, patience, and resilience for something you cannot yet see. What if the pains you bear are, in fact, steps toward the greater purpose God has reserved for you? These signs are more than just details. They are clear invitations from God calling out to you. Are you paying attention? In the next section, we'll explore how the spiritual gifts you possess can further reveal the divine plan God has written for your life. Don't miss it, because the talents you carry could be the missing piece to fully living your purpose. 8. Do your spiritual gifts reveal your purpose? Have you ever thought that the talents you possess could be more than mere skills? What if each gift God gave you was like a piece of a puzzle, essential for uncovering the purpose of your life? We often underestimate what we do naturally, but the truth is that each talent you carry is a gift from God, given to help you transform the world around you. In 1 Corinthians 12:7, Paul reminds us, "To each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good." In other words, your gifts are not just for you, they are meant to impact others and fulfill the mission God entrusted to you. Now reflect on the talents you have already recognized in yourself. Perhaps you have the gift of listening attentively, offering comfort and guidance that only you can provide. Or maybe you have the ability to bring hope through your words, guiding those who feel lost. You might not even realize it, but something that seems simple to you could be transformative for someone else. Organizing, teaching, creating, or inspiring could all be part of God's plan. Spiritual gifts often manifest in the smallest details. Have you ever wondered why certain things feel easy for you but challenging for others? That ease could be God's signature, showing you the way. Remember, nothing in the divine plan happens by chance. Your talents are clues about the impact you were called to make in the world. And have you identified your gifts yet? If not, maybe it's time to take a closer look at your life. Think about moments when you felt fulfilled, or when someone thanked you for something you did. That could be a reflection of the purpose God is revealing. Share in the comments how you see the gifts you've received, or tell us about an experience where you realized their impact. Your story might inspire others to discover their own talents. If you're still unsure about your gifts, don't be discouraged. Sometimes they remain hidden, waiting for the right moment to surface. What if every difficulty you face is part of God's plan to shape your talents and prepare you for something greater? Spiritual gifts often emerge through challenges, calling us to rise to the occasion and give our best. Now imagine, what would you do if you knew that the talents you have are the key to fulfilling a divine mission? In the next chapter, we'll dive into the challenges you face and how they might be signs that you're on the right path to fully live the purpose God has written for you. Don't miss it. These struggles could be the preparation for something extraordinary. 9. The challenges of the chosen. Why do you face so much? Have you ever felt like the battles you fight are heavier than you can bear? Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard you try, the challenges only grow, leaving you wondering, has God forgotten me? Am I on the right path? This feeling can be overwhelming, but here's something you need to know. Your struggles might be signs that God is preparing you for something extraordinary. Think about a time when everything seemed to go wrong. Maybe you lost something important, faced rejection, or felt completely alone. It's natural to ask, why is this happening to me? But what if every obstacle was a divine tool, shaping your strength, patience, and faith? Just as gold is refined by fire, your difficulties may be stripping away everything that doesn't serve your purpose. Remember those moments when you overcame the impossible. Weren't those situations the ones that made you stronger? Every hardship faced, every step taken amidst adversity has shaped the person you are today. These trials are more than challenges. They are evidence that God is building something extraordinary within you. Sometimes hardships teach us to trust God more. When everything feels like it's falling apart, that's when we discover an inner strength that can only come from Him. And God doesn't just watch from a distance. He walks beside you, holding you up when you feel like you can't go on. If you feel out of place, like you don't belong anywhere, know that this is part of the plan. God sets apart those He has chosen because He has something unique reserved for them. He may be pulling you away from situations that don't align with your purpose to place you where you can grow. Yes, this can be painful in the moment, but it's essential to prepare you for what lies ahead. These challenges are more than just trials. They are signs that something great is taking shape. What if every struggle was actually an opportunity for growth, a step closer to fulfilling the purpose God wrote for you even before you were born? In the next chapter, we'll explore how solitude and isolation, though often unbearable, can be divine tools to shape you and align you with God's plan for your life. Don't miss it, because this next step might completely change the way you see your spiritual journey. 10. Solitude and isolation, a divine calling. Have you ever felt completely alone during your most difficult moments? That feeling of isolation can be painful, but what if it was more than just a struggle? What if it was a divine calling, an invitation from God to connect with Him on a deeper level? Solitude is often not a punishment, but an opportunity for transformation. Consider the great biblical examples. Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, spent years in isolation in prison. During that time, God was shaping his character and preparing him to become a leader in Egypt. David, while fleeing from Saul, experienced years of solitude in the wilderness. Those moments brought him closer to God and gave birth to the Psalms, which inspire millions to this day. Could what you're going through now be something similar? Perhaps God is quietly preparing you for something much greater. Solitude provides a chance to silence the noise around you and hear God's voice more clearly. It is in these moments that your faith is strengthened and you learn to fully trust the divine plan, even when the path ahead is unclear. Jesus himself would retreat to isolated places to pray and find strength for his mission. These moments didn't distance him from his purpose. Rather, they were essential for fulfilling it. Feeling out of place, different, as though you don't belong, is often a sign that God is working on something unique in your life. He separates the chosen ones, molds them, and prepares them away from the crowds. While it may be uncomfortable, it's necessary. This isolation is like the cocoon of a butterfly, where transformation happens. What if what you're experiencing now is just a stage of preparation for something extraordinary? Moreover, solitude can remove you from influences that don't help you grow, placing you in a space where you can clearly hear what God wants for you. It's a time to develop your skills, strengthen your faith, and align yourself with the purpose He has written for your life. Solitude doesn't last forever, but the fruits it produces are eternal. What if this challenging moment is the starting point for your greatest transformation? Every detail, every struggle, every moment of isolation could be shaping you to live out God's divine plan in its fullness. In the next step of this journey, we will connect everything we have covered so far, your gifts, challenges, and signs, and explore how they reveal a greater purpose. Don't miss it, because you are about to see your life in a new light, understanding how God has guided every detail to bring you to this moment. Now you realize your date of birth is more than just a number on a calendar. It is a unique message written by God with love. It serves as a reminder that you were called for something greater. Every challenge you've faced, every gift you've discovered, and even moments of solitude are essential pieces of the puzzle that reveal your purpose. Do not ignore the signs. They are lights placed by God to guide your path. Even in moments of doubt or difficulty, trust that He is by your side, aligning every detail. You are not here by chance, and your life carries profound meaning. But here's a powerful truth you must carry with you. It's never too late to open your eyes. Every challenge you've faced, every gift you've uncovered, and even the moments of solitude you've experienced were essential pieces of the puzzle God is assembling. You were placed in this world with a unique mission, and even in times when everything seems confusing, remember, God has always been by your side, guiding and sustaining every step you've taken. Remember, no detail is too small to escape God's notice. Perhaps today, the pieces of your life feel disconnected, but trust that everything is coming together. You are on the right path. Doubts may arise, fears may try to stop you, but something extraordinary is being prepared for you. It all begins with an act of faith, believing that you are more than you imagine, and that God has already written an incredible story for your life. Now ask yourself, am I ready to embrace the challenges, gifts, and signs that God has placed on my path to fulfill my purpose? This is the moment to take the next step, to trust that every detail has a greater purpose, and to know that you are not here by chance. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to the channel now and click like to show that you believe in the divine purpose. Share this video with someone you love, as this message could also transform their life. Oh, and before you go, don't miss the next video appearing on the screen. It might be the missing piece that helps you understand your purpose even more. See you in the next video.